Test. Hi guys, welcome to the new video. I just watched the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance Season 1 Episode 2 and I wanna share my thoughts what I think about this episode and do quick recap. It's gonna be spoiler talk. So overall this episode was fucking boring. A little bit. Basically the episode starts with some kind of cool design monster eating some kind of stupid soup or whatever and making his hairstyle. It was pretty funny. And basically he just wake up this fucking some kind of creature. Maybe I'm gonna uh, find on this trailer with this very strange design. It was CGI, full CGI, and CGI looks great of course in this episode. And then the first episode was good too. Wait guys, I'm looking for this kind of creature who just wakes up. Okay, shut up. Shut up, trailer. Okay, they are flying. Nice to know. Basically, this kind of creature, some kind of. And I was thinking this creature is guy, but I heard the voice. It was some kind of witch woman or whatever. So it was a little bit strange. And she was talking about travel with space in space or whatever, and I assume she is the good character, yes. And basically yes, this kind of character, she is some kind of witch or whatever, and this kind of guy was talking to her, how she was asking this guy, and this guy doesn't speak basically English or whatever, yes. This language. And she was like, how many years I am awake? Oh, too much. And she was like, oh, this fucking planet is sick or whatever. So I'm curious who is this character, because she got dialogue at the end of the episode, like this character uh, give some kind of crystal, yes, this crystal to these birds creatures, and she just go basically travel to ask the questions, because she was reading some books or whatever. And yeah, so this is this kind of story, like this new character just wake up and she just go, and of course it's gonna be more to this. I think this character gonna die. She gonna be this kind of master character or whatever, who teach some stuff, and she gonna die. This is my prediction. Now another kind of stuff, with those three of course characters. With this guy, basically he was hiding uh, in this fucking bird kind of house or whatever castle is, these evil birds creatures. And basically these evil creatures, yes, bird creatures, just figure out like, hey, maybe we're gonna say to those fucking goblins or whatever they creature are like, hey, maybe he kills this chick from the previous episode, yes, his girlfriend, goes, and this propaganda bird just came out with this stuff, and yeah, they believe him. So this is that kind of stuff, and he just meet up with his friend, who have some talk with the guards, like, hey, your friend killed this Mira character or whatever her name was, I don't remember. And he was like, I don't believe this, and he just grabbed him immediately. Like 5 seconds later, like they just go the guards. It was a little bit strange, but I kind of get it, the idea. And they have talked like, hey, I don't kill this chick, and they have some kind of magical power, like they touch each other, and they can read their memories or whatever. And it's explained like in this episode, like they travel to the universe or whatever. It's a little bit confusing, but I kind of like this idea. I hope it's gonna explain more in the next episode. I'm assuming it's gonna be like more lore to this. So his friend just believes him, like, oh, sorry for you. You got some plan? Yes, I got some plan. So basically, they tried to steal the essence of this chick, and I'm assuming this chick gonna be alive. Because they basically, or maybe not, I hope not, but they still in this stuff to have proof. I don't know where they go into another kingdom or whatever. And basically, so they just told this, and I'm assuming they're gonna try to resurrect this chick. I hope it's not gonna be the case, but this is my prediction. So they just tried to steal this, and it was cool. This bird just have this kind of lock with the snake. If you watch the episode, you get it. This kind of snaky worm. So another bird came in and tried to steal this essence at first, and they were hiding. Yes, he and his friend, basically, and this bird just eat the snake. Yes, this little snake, basically, who was like doing as a lock, yes, of this fucking essence. You get it. You watch the episode. Cool idea and cool CGI. And they have some fight, the bird, and they just stole this fucking essence. And basically, the bird just catched his friend, and he was escaping with this essence. Right here, this dude. Those puppets looks cool. I'm not gonna lie, but they look a little bit fake. Yeah, I get it. There are puppets, but you can see the plastic. Yes, this kind of whatever. And this is so. I'm assuming he gonna he just jumped to the water. It was cool shot in the water, cool sound effects, and he just swim. I'm assuming, and his father basically just came with two birds from the previous episodes. You watched the episode, yes? And his father was like, "Hey, my son doesn't kill. He is sick." And the birds figure out like, "Yeah, just chase and bring the son, and we're gonna heal him because he's sick." And the father just believes them. I'm assuming, and the birds was like, those birds like, "Hey, he gonna bring his son, and we're gonna drink them, basically kill them and drink the essence." Yes. So this is that story. And another story with this chick, of course, because there are too many heroes in this. This chick just traveled through the forest, and it was a little bit confusing because she got this kind of bandana on her face, on her eyes. So basically, she is this kind of goblin underground. So her eyes are very sensitive to the sun or whatever. So she was like walking around this fucking forest, and it was cool shots of the creatures on this forest. Very fucking, how to say, creative creatures. And she looks at this fucking fluffy kind of guy, and she just rubbing his belly or whatever, and she was looking for some kind of guy who gonna go with her. Yes. And this fucking fluffy guy just go away with his another friend. So she just laid down and tried to sleep, and some kind of creature, crab creature, spider crab creature just came and tried to eat her. And basically this kind of Muppet guy, I don't know, this is another kind of goblins. They are not talking English, this language in this fucking series, so it's strange. And he just came and basically saved her. Yes, it was a little bit shitty action scene, but whatever, they are Muppets, so I don't expect some kind of very much action scenes. But it was a little bit confusing. Like this creature just spit some fucking stuff, and he was covering this web, and they are just basically he is hanging out, and you watch the episode. Yes, it was a little bit strange. Like he just hit him with his head, this creature, and this creature just fall. So this guy tried to be paladin or whatever. This is his fucking arc. Yes, I get it. He tried to be paladin, and I'm assuming he gonna die. This is my prediction. Maybe he gonna die, or maybe he gonna be the first paladin. Like he gonna be this kind of loyal kind of guy who deserves to be paladin. Because I get it. So basically, they just travel together, and this chick. Where is this chick? Wait, guys. This chick basically just travel, and she was walking the wrong way because she was looking at the moon, and this guy just tell her like, hey, you must watch the stars, and they just go. So there is that. She just meet up this the dude. And another story, of course, with this fucking princess. Yeah, with this mother and the princess. I must admit, this is the character like. Uh, she was with in the library talking to this fucking librarian or whatever, his her master or teacher, and she was like, "Hey, I need to know, about this symbol or whatever." So he just talked like, "Hey, you." Basically, they just figure out like they just go to some kind of gypsies, goblins or whatever. It was a little bit strange, some kind of pirates, and this pirate goblin tried to erase her memory because he just saw the symbol, and basically she just switched the caps, because mm, this pirate goblin just threw something in the drink. You watched the episode, yes? She just switched the caps. It was a little bit strange, and this friend of this fucking pirate, yes, another kind of pirate goblin. I don't know how to call those creatures. She was like, "Hey, I know what this symbol means. It basically means like and death, yes." But she was talking like and it's basically a new life. It's like circle, this kind of stuff. So, and she was talking like she just saw some kind of creatures, on the seas or whatever, like something that's not right on this fucking planet, yes, on this nature kind of stuff. And she was talking like, hey, if you wanna know more, okay, bring me some big crystal from your mother. She just came back to the fucking mm, house, and her mother basically just tell her like, hey, you must go, I don't know, to another kind of village or whatever, because you just making trouble, like you just stolen the necklace from the previous episode. She stole some necklace and give back to the poor kind of goblin or whatever. You know the story. So I like this kind of setup, like she is this princess and she just rebels, because but it's a little bit boring. Those characters are boring. The most interesting character is this chick with this paladin, in my opinion, because you see those kind of characters, this princess rebel and this fucking guy who tried to be a hero, yes, who lost his wife, this guy. So she is the most interesting one, in my opinion, for me. But whatever, the mother just say like, hey, you just stole the necklace, you just erase memory of this fucking goblin pirate or whatever, and you must go to, I don't know, somewhere, to some kind of stuff. And her sister was smiling like, hey, 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 you get it. It's like real life relationship with your siblings. So I like this. Funny. So I'm assuming she gonna stole this crystal and she not gonna give this another pirate, yes, who gonna tell her about this symbol or whatever. So there is that. We got some stories with these birds in this fucking episode. The birds, the costumes are amazing. Basically, this bird who tried to steal, yes, the essence before this dude and his friend just they have some fight, and some kind of this science guy just came to this fucking emperor, this guy imperator or whatever. It's like Star Wars, and the this in charge bird basically just say like, hey, you must be punished because they stole this fucking essence. And it was a little bit brutal at the end, like they just give some kind of cage on this fucking science bird, uh, the cage on the head, and they just put the worm CGI, great CGI, great animation. And basically this bird, where are the birds? I want to show you those creatures. Wait, yeah, right here. uh, I'm assuming he gonna be alive because they need this science guy, but the worm just eat the eye of this fucking science bird. So I'm assuming, yeah, my prediction, of course, he's gonna be alive because he must do the essence basically. And so I like the idea, like they have some kind of fights between those birds, yes. So there is some kind of soldier guy who have different ideas how to catch this goblin, yes. So I like they are not in the line basically. They have some conflicts too in between those birds. So I don't know. This is some kind of boring stuff a little bit. It's like fantasy. I love fantasy. Okay, fantasy sci-fi. My fucking top cup of tea. But I don't know. Something is not clicking right. It's a little bit boring to me. 7 out of 10. It was better than the previous episode, but maybe it was shorter. It was like 50 minutes or 40 something minutes. So it was a little bit shorter, I'm thinking. But I don't remember correctly how much. I'm assuming the first episode was like hour long, maybe. So yeah, something is not clicking right now. They building up, of course, the team. Like they're gonna meet up, as you can see in this trailer. I'm assuming, yes, of course they're gonna meet up. This chick, this fucking guy, and this another guy, and yeah, I'm curious if what is going on with this fucking chick at the beginning of the episode. This fucking monster, not monster, but this witch. I'm assuming goblin witch. She gonna be good, of course, and she gonna die. This is my prediction. This character gonna die. This character gonna be this kind of how to say, not Gandalf of this fucking series, but you get this kind of master who knows things, yes, who travel, or maybe no, not because she was reading the book. So I don't know, because I don't watch the original, but whatever. 7 out of 10, a little bit boring. CGI great, some good stuff too, but I don't know. Something is not clicking right. Like I am excited for the next episode. Yeah, I can watch the next episode, but I am not fucking excited. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video.